Peterborough, Ontario native Bobby Roode is having the biggest run of his 14-year wrestling career. The current TNA champion has become the focal point of Impact Wrestling, which has recently moved to a live format Thursday nights on Spike TV.
To be live, you only get one chance. You know, there's no editing, there's nothing, so we have to be on top of our game. So I think our show reflects that. I think the guys and the girls have really went out there and put their A game on there. And you know, I think our talent is second to none anywhere in the world. You put us up against anybody, and I think Impact Wrestling has the greatest talent in the world in professional wrestling today. So I'd like to see that our show continues live, not just for the rest of the summer, but for the rest of our days on Spike TV. It'd be great.
It was almost 1 year ago that the company decided to break up Roode from longtime tag partner James Storm, who comprised the popular Beer Money team, but both performers knew they each sought a singles run within TNA.
You know, we were together for 4 years, and we felt like we were, you know, one of the top teams ever in professional wrestling. So when the idea for us to break up came about, we were kind of reluctant, but at the same time, we both wanted to have that singles career and wanted to become world champions on our own. And you know, to be a world champion, you can't be in a tag team. You have to be on your own. You have to be that independent guy and that independent character. So it was kind of a double-edged sword, but I think the way that things were going down at TNA, the tag team division kind of calmed down a little bit. We really did everything that we could do as a tag team with that company. We were 4-time tag team champions, the longest reigning tag team champions in the history of the company. So there really wasn't much left for us to do as a team. And, you know, so we went out and you know, he's had some great success as a singles guy, and obviously I have as well. But I think that, you know, the hard work that we put in together for the 4 years, I think that if there was ever a time down the road that Beer Money needed to come back together, I think the people would remember us, and I think that we could pick up where we left off.
His road to the title was not without legitimate controversy behind the scenes. Roode was positioned to win the gold at last year's Bound for Glory event, but the decision was made to hold off on the title change, making for a tumultuous day behind the scenes at the pay-per-view.
It was interesting, to say the least, but the only thing I can say is that, you know, obviously things happen for a reason. You know, I think, you know, looking back, if I defeated Kurt Angle that night and went on as a world champion as the babyface, who knows how long I would have lasted. You know, I think just the character change and turning into the it factor and the leader of the selfish generation gave me that little bit extra, and has obviously has done well for me. And it's not only helped elevate myself, but it's elevated other people. It's elevated James Storm as well. And you know, I think, like I said, everything happens for a reason. You know, people were obviously disappointed. I was really disappointed, but you know, it wasn't a short time after that. It was November the 3rd. I ended up winning the world title. So, you know, in hindsight, I'm glad it happened.
After winning the TNA title last fall, Roode has been counted on to be a key asset as the promotion expands both domestically on Spike TV and internationally. It's a role that Roode has embraced.
You know, I kind of thrive on the pressure. It's something that for 13 years before I got the title it's something that I look forward to. You know, I got in the business to be a world champion. I think everybody in this business has that goal and that dream. So I was kind of prepared for the pressure, kind of prepared for the role that I was about to step into, and you know, fortunately enough, I've been able to have a great run, and I became the longest reigning world champion a couple months ago. Continue to set that record, so that's something special, and you know, I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Roode will defend his TNA title against Austin Aries on July the 8th at TNA's Destination X event on Viewers' Choice pay-per-view, and you can see him live every Thursday night on Spike TV at 8 p.m. Eastern.